3, 2, and then 1. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our 6 p.m. Basic Beginners Yoga class. Or, I'm sorry, Back Care for Beginners Yoga class. So, I'd love it if you said hello to me, gave me a like, or wrote a little chat there and let me know that you're here and you're valuing this. And it's always very helpful. So anyway, my name's Pam Medina, and I'll be your guide this evening, or whatever time you might be watching this. I'm sitting on a blanket. You might like a folded blanket underneath you. If you don't have a Mexican blanket, you can use any other blanket. That's fine. That can be folded. A fleece blanket, I find, slides way too much. I do like the cotton Mexican blankets. And you might like to have a couple of blocks to put underneath your knees. We're going to start with getting centered. And towards the end of the class, you might like to have a large bolster. I have the big red bolster behind me, but you could use a stack of couch cushions or some pillows from your bed or a rolled up blanket. Don't believe that we will need a strap for this flow, but if you have one, it's always nice to keep it nearby just in case something comes up for you that you might find will help you make an adaptation. So today our focus and our theme, our sankalpa for the class, is moving from fear to freedom. So many of us are experiencing a tremendous amount of fear. I know that I've been also experiencing some fear surrounding the current situation in our world. There's a lot of uncertainty, and many of us are wondering, what will happen to me? What will happen with my finances? What will happen with my family, with my future, with my relationships? So if you're asking those questions, you're thinking, feeling intelligent human being. And those are the exact questions that we should be asking ourselves right now. So today we're going to start with a mudra, which means lock, for fearlessness. So turn your left palm up and bring your left palm onto your left thigh. Make sure you're sitting on your sits bones, your navel's engaged, you're nice and high and tall. And your right palm turned forward next to your right shoulder. And we'll just keep our hands like this as we begin our yogic breath. So close the eyes and exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose, expanding the belly, ribs, and upper chest. And exhale through the nose, relax the upper chest, ribs, and belly. Inhaling through the nose, expanding the belly, the ribs, and the upper chest. Exhaling through the nose, relaxing the upper chest, ribs, and belly. Inhaling through the nose, expanding the belly, ribs, and upper chest. Exhaling through the nose, relaxing the upper chest, ribs, and belly. Inhaling through the nose, filling the lower back, middle back, upper back. Exhaling through the nose, relaxing the upper back, middle back, and lower back. Inhaling, expanding the lower, middle, and upper back. Exhaling, relaxing the upper back, middle back, lower back. Inhaling, expanding the lower torso, the middle torso, the upper torso. Exhaling, relaxing the upper torso, middle torso, and lower torso. As you continue to breathe in and out through your nose, feel that you're filling the entire circumference of the torso from the base all the way up to the shoulders, and then down from the shoulders all the way down to your sits bones. The breath should be long and luxurious, not labored or staggered. Continue to breathe deeply. Good. And then the next time you exhale, keep your eyes closed and become aware of your right hand. Place your right palm on your heart center, right in the center of your chest. And take a moment to become aware of what really causes fear inside of you the most right now. What are you most afraid of during these times? And rather than pushing this away, we bring our fear into the light of awareness so that we don't have to cover it up by shame or anger, but we can hold it with loving compassion. You might like to hold this fear inside your heart like an injured baby bird and silently say to yourself, oh, I see that you're afraid, and I still love you. And we'll chant 3 Oms, ah, oh, So exhaling through the nose. Inhale. Ah, Okay, so let's go ahead and come to stand. We're going to stand up at the top of our mat and clear off the mat. I was laughing a little bit when we were chanting Om because I forgot to tell you, you can't see him, but my husband is down in the hall doing this practice with us. So I kind of started laughing a little bit because he didn't chant and we didn't discuss it. So you can chant with us. I think everybody at the end, I think everybody would like to hear your voice. So take your blocks with you. I'm going to give you the side view for the first round. So we'll stand up at the top of the mat with our feet fist distance apart and ground down through all 4 corners of the feet. Tighten the buttocks and the belly and roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Turn the palms forward. And then exhale the hands to the heart. So we're going to do a few modified versions of the sun salutation. Hook the thumbs, tighten the belly, reach the arms up. Think about getting taller rather than longer. Unlock the knees, and then push the chest upward. Push the arms back. Feel that you're stretching through your armpits. And then fold from your hips like a door hinge. Relax your head. Push your legs down. Push your thighs back. And then if you're not using blocks, you can just place your fingers next to your toes rather than in front of them. And I'll demonstrate the first one with the blocks. So you can bring your hands onto blocks. You probably can't see, but my hands are on the blocks because my dog is sleeping in front of us. You're going to step that left foot back and bring the left knee to the ground. And sink the hips. Let me move back a little more so you can see me. And sink the hips. And draw the chest forward. Make sure that front knee is over the ankle. Really push those hips down, draw the chest forward. And let's take another breath here. It's always good to breathe into these hips after we've been, most of us, sitting way too much these days. I'm sure we're all sitting a lot more than we want to. And then if you're using the blocks, just move your right knee back next to your left knee and then come off your blocks. Don't move them too far away because we'll come back to them. And we're going to have our hands under our shoulders and the knees under the hips. Now, pick up those belly muscles and push the buttocks back so the lower back is flat. And then tuck the tailbone around the spine. Draw the mid back up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, open the chest, look forward. Exhale, tuck the tailbone around the spine, work your forehead towards your thighs. Inhale, lift the tailbone, grab the belly muscles, lift the chest, pull the shoulders back, try to bring some movement into that upper back. And exhale, tuck the tailbone around the spine, forehead towards the thighs, over-accentuate that rounded spine. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, open the chest. Up into cow pose. Exhale, tuck the tailbone around the spine into cat pose, like a hair of the cat standing on end. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, head's the last to move as you look up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, first to move on each end of the movement around the spine, head's again the last to come down. And inhale to neutral spine. Okay, so let's come back to cat pose. Lift the tailbone, open the chest, keep that cow-shaped spine. Pick up those belly muscles, keep the hips up. You're going to keep your feet, knees, and hands on the floor. Those are the first 6 limbs. Moving into the 8-limb pose, bring your chest and chin to the floor. Reach your legs back. Draw your chin, neck, and chest forward. Pull your elbows back, pull your shoulders back, press your chest forward. And we'll take a few breaths here. Very important pose for us guys and gals that have back pain. So keep thinking about lengthening the spine, pressing the chest forward, pulling the shoulders back. Good, and then push into the knees. Bring your big toes together, open your knees nice and wide, and press your hips back towards your heels. From here, you could put a block underneath your forehead, or you could stack your fist or your hands, place your forehead on, or if you're very flexible, you can bring the forehead to the floor. Let's take a few breaths here in Balasana, child's pose. Engage the navel. Inhale, come back to all fours. Bring the knees back under the hips and curl the toes under. Spread your fingers out wide. Make sure your middle finger is pointing forward. Push into the roots of the fingers. Lift the hips up into your upside down V, inverted V. Pick up those belly muscles. Push the buttocks back. Broaden the collarbones. Spread through the toes. And even if the heels don't touch to the floor, dig the heels down into the earth. And lower your knees. Bring your hands back to blocks if you're using them. And then pick up those belly muscles and step the left foot forward between your hands, between your blocks. Move back a little so you can see me. Sink those hips, draw the chest forward, connect with the breath. Knee over ankle. Keep the hips and shoulders facing forward. Breathe into the hip space. And then curl the back toes under. Step the rear foot forward. Forward fold. Relax the head. Push down to the feet. Thighs back. Press the crown to the ground. And then bring the hands to the thighs. Inhale, flat back. Push the buttocks back. Broaden the collarbones. Keep shooting that tailbone back. Pick up those belly muscles. Pull the collarbones away from one another. And exhale, fold all the way down. Push down to the feet, the crown of the head. And now hook the thumbs, reach up, tighten the buttocks, tighten the belly. Think taller first, and then push the chest upward. Open the armpits, get the lymph nodes open, press the hands back, and exhale, hands to the heart. And release the arms. Inhale the shoulders to the ears, and exhale, release. Excellent. I'm going to demonstrate the next round without the blocks, and I'm going to face you for a different angle. So feet again are fist distance apart, and we're going to ground down through all four corners of the feet. Unlock the knees, absorb the earth energy up through the arches, legs, through the spine, all the way up through the crown of the head. Keep the navel energy squeezed in and roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Turn the palms forward into mountain. Deep breath in and exhale. So in this back care class, it's really important that we come back to Tadasana mountain pose again and again, because most of us with back pain have a tendency to stand like this, stand like this, stand like this, right? Stand like this, all these different ways, sit like this, right? So we've got to remind ourselves how to stand. And let's do another round. Exhale, hands to the heart. Tighten the buttocks, tighten the belly, hook the thumbs. Reach up, lift the chest up, reach the chest away from the feet, and then exhale, fold from your hips. Line the fingers up next to the toes. Push down through the feet, draw the crown of the head down towards the floor. And then if you have your hands on blocks, then place the hands on blocks. And then right foot steps back this time, right knee to the floor. Sink the hips, draw the chest forward. Good, and let's take a breath here. Good. And curl the back toes under. Pick up the belly muscles, step that left foot back to meet the right. Feet are fist distance apart. Lift the hips, draw the heels down. Broaden the collarbones and reach the middle finger forward, lengthen the spine, spread through the toes, dig the heels down. And come down to your knees. And let's exhale and round the spine, tuck the tailbone, mid-spine raises up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift the tailbone, open the chest, look forward, pull the collarbones back. Exhale, tuck the spine around. Inhale, lift into cow. Exhale, round into cat. Good. 2 more times on your own in both directions. The next time you come into cow, drop that belly, keep it open. So we already have the first 6 limbs on the floor. 7th is the chest. 8th is the chin. So grip those belly muscles, use your arm muscles. Chest comes between the chin, or chest comes between the hands, chin to the floor. For Ashtangasana, 8 limb pose. Reach the legs back, reach the toes back, pubic bone to the floor. Pull the hands and elbows back. Stretch your chest forward. Remember, this is not a push-up. Pull the shoulders back, pull the elbows back. Keep shooting the tailbone between the toes. Good, and let's take a few breaths here in Bhujangasana Cobra Pose. If you're breathing deeply, you'll feel your chest rising up on each inhale. And then let's go ahead and curl the toes under and exhale. Come back up into your downward dog. Lengthen your spine, press your buttocks back, broaden your collarbones. Take another breath here. And let go as you slide your waist long behind you. Little modification, come down to the knees, bring the big toes together, open the knees wide, press the hips back towards the heels. And again, you can put a block or stack your fist or your hands or bring your forehead to the floor. Don't lift your booty up in the air like this. You want the buttocks down towards the heels. If you have a big booty like me, you're not going to be able to, most likely not going to be able to get all the way down. The thigh flab will stop that, and that's okay. No big deal. Just do the best you can. Think about pushing the spine back. As you breathe deeply into the lower back, feel the lower back widening, and as you exhale, feel the hips softening. Engage the navel, inhale, come back to all fours. Knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Another reason you might not be able to come all the way back into that child's pose is if you have a knee injury. Okay, so if you're using blocks, you can go ahead and bring the hands to blocks, and let's all step the right foot forward between the hands. Sink the hips and press the chest forward. Good. Brought the two here into the hips. And let's curl the back toes under and step that rear foot forward. And we're going to forward fold. Relax the head. Now bring the hands to the thighs, engage the navel, flat back, push the buttocks back, push the crown of the head forward. Imagine someone stretching your spine, the top and the bottom of the spine, like a string. Coming out of the top of the head and coming out of the rear end. And exhale, fold down. Hook the thumbs, engage the navel, tighten the buttocks, tighten the belly. Again, think taller, no pinching in that lower back. Lift the chest, open up, and exhale, bring hands to the heart. Good. Separate the arms and legs. Inhale, the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, let go. Shake out the wrist. We're going to do a few standing postures. So have the feet underneath the fist distance apart again, and bring the hands to the hips. Engage the navel, and step the left foot back as far as you can. You want the left big toe pointing towards the top left corner of your mat, and then pull your belly muscles back, push your tailbone down, push that tailbone down towards the left heel. Turn your hips and shoulders to face the front of your mat as best you can, and bend that right knee. Keep pulling that navel back and opening through the chest. And then inhale the arms up towards the sky into Warrior One. Nice deep breaths here. Virabhadrasana One. As you inhale, feel the spine lengthening. And as you exhale, feel your hips sinking down towards the floor and your feet sinking down into the earth. So I chose the warrior postures today because they strengthen and open the hips, which is essential for back health. We're going to do a little variation to include our upper back health today. So I'd like you to bend your elbows like cactus and really pull those belly muscles back and push powerfully through the rear heel. Draw the right shin forward. Take a deep breath in. Now, as you exhale, keep those elbows bent and pull the elbows and the palms together as best you can. And then inhale, open, keep pulling the belly muscles back and keep those elbows bent and push the elbows and the backs of the hands to the back as far as you can. Exhale, elbows and palms together. Inhale, open up nice and wide. Exhale, elbows and palms together. Inhale, open up nice and wide. Powerful push through the feet. Exhale, elbows and palms together. Navel in, inhale. Expand, open up. Good, twice more. Good. Release the hands down to the hips. Look down at your right foot. Strong belly. Step that rear foot forward. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, let go. You should feel the strengthening through your right leg. Hands to the hips. Engage the navel. And step the right foot back as far as you can. Again, that right big toe should point towards the top right corner of the mat. A little bit of a balance challenge here. Okay, hands on the hips. Bend that front knee. Push rear heel in. Pull the belly button back strong. Push it through the rear heel. Turn the hips and shoulders forward. And inhale the arms back up into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana One. Now, if your left knee is jutting beyond your big toe, you need to step that front foot forward more. Inhaling, lengthening through the spine. Exhaling, grounding down through your feet. So it's okay if you have tight hips, which is common if you have backache or knee injury. Your hips might turn a little bit more towards the right. That's okay. But what you want to do is turn them the best you can towards the front of the room without torquing your hips or your lower back. A little bit of sensation's okay, but you don't want it to hurt too much. Okay? Pain is not okay. Discomfort's all right. And so let's bend the elbows. Deep breath in. Exhale, elbows and palms together. Inhale, open. Reach the elbows and the palms back as far as you can. Feel your chest opening. Exhale, elbows and palms together once again. Inhale to open. And exhale to close, navel back. Keep your structure in your hips. Your core muscles are engaged. And 3 more times on your own. As your palms and elbows come back together, bring your hands to your hips, look down at your front foot, and step it forward. Good. Deep breath in, shoulders to the ears. Exhale, let go. Shake it out. All right, I'm going to give you the side view for this next sequence. You can stay right at the front of your mat, feet fist distance apart, and the hands on the hips. Engage the navel and lengthen the spine. And then step the left foot back as far as you can. Turn the left toes out to the left. Now, you want to draw a straight line from the back of your right heel all the way to the instep, the center of the instep of the left foot. Okay, diagonal lines don't count. You want to try to have them nice and straight. Now, turn the hips and shoulders to face that long edge, the left side of your mat. Engage your navel, lengthen, and bend the right knee over your ankle. Squeeze the tush up and in, and reach your arms up, out, and turn your palms up. Pull your shoulder blades down. Keep your shoulder blades turned down, and flip your palms to face the ground. Into warrior two as you turn your head to the right, gaze over your right middle finger. Reach your arms out, extend out wide so you're really reaching. Reach out through your fingertips, spread your fingertips out wide, reach them wide, and open. Good. Nice deep breaths here in warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. So the other reason why I picked the warrior poses is because a spiritual warrior faces their fear. They don't pretend it's not there. They are honest with themselves. So let's take one more breath here. And then drop your left arm and reach your right arm up. Now, if you're very beginner, your right leg might be getting tired, so take a moment here to just straighten it. Otherwise, stay there with the bent knee for the challenge. Okay, and then take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine. If you unbend your knee, please rebend it and reach up and over to the left, coming into peaceful warrior. Now, your head, depending on your comfort, can look down at your left foot, straight ahead, keep that navel back, tailbone down, or you can look up towards your top hand. You're looking for a stretch through the right side of your body, so it's important to keep that navel engaged, the lower back long as you open from the right hip up towards the right hand. Move your right hand away from your right knee in peaceful warrior. Engage the navel, come back up to warrior two, gaze over your right hand, bring your hips to your hands to your hips, look down at your front foot and step it forward. Good. Inhale the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, let go. Feel the strength in your right leg. Stay right there as I turn for the other side. And we're going to go ahead and step that right foot back. Turn the right toes out to face the right side of your mat. Again, you want a straight line from the back of the left heel towards the instep of the right foot. And engage the navel, pull the navel back, push the tailbone down, shoulders and hips are facing the right side of your mat. Bend your left knee. Don't make sure that left knee is not jutting forward. You need to secure those muscles, otherwise the knee has a tendency to dance, okay? And I'll show you what that looks like. So you don't want this business. You want that knee nice and stable and strong. Navel back, tailbone down, reach the arms out and gaze over the left hand. Nice deep breaths. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. If you're breathing deep enough, you'll feel the arms fluttering up a little bit and settling down on your exhales. Keep those fingers spread out wide. Reach out. Very active here in the hands. Great. Now lower your right hand next to your right thigh and raise your left arm, just like we did earlier. Again, those of you that are very beginners or your legs tired, straighten your leg for a moment. Take a breath, inhale, lengthen. And then if you bend your knee, re-straighten it. Pull the navel back. Keep that tailbone really long. Do not pinch your lower back as you side bend to the right. Okay? So a lot of times people lift their booty here like I'm doing right here. You don't want that. Pull that booty down. Lengthen the spine. You're looking for length through the left hip and waist. Push your left knee away from your left hand and find your head position. And breathe. This is our only side bend tonight, so work it as much as you want to. And then pick up the belly muscles, back to warrior two, arms open, hands to the hips, gaze at that left foot, and step your rear foot forward. Good. Inhale the shoulders to the ears, and exhale, let go. Good. Shake out the wrist, shake out the legs, and we'll wink our way down onto our back here in just a moment. So have the feet shoulder distance apart and interlace the fingers behind your back like so. Okay? If you can't interlace your fingers, you could hold one wrist or you could use a strap. Begin to engage the navel and unlock the knees. Your feet should be about hip shoulder distance apart here. And then begin to lift your arms and broaden your collarbones. Lift your chest. And then exhale, fold down. Push down through your legs. Push the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Reach your knuckles up. Reach your shoulders up away from your ears. Lengthen your neck by pressing the head downward. Take a breath. And release the arms. Stay in your fold. Let your arms dangle. Doesn't matter if you're touching the floor or not. Nod your head no a few times. And nod your head yes a few times. And then relax your head. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth. Exhale. Let it all go. Engage the navel. Bend the knees. And bring your hands to the floor. Come down to all fours. We'll have the hands underneath the shoulders, the navel back, the shoulders down. And we're going to keep the right knee where it is. Don't let it move. And just kick that right foot off the mat like a kickstand. Reach your left leg back in line with your right knee. You should have one straight line, your right hand, your right knee, and your left foot. And we'll inhale, lift your left arm up. Squeeze the buttocks and the belly up and in. Lift up that right hip and gaze up towards your left hand into Vashisthasana A, side plank A. You have an option to stay here if you want to turn up the volume. Tighten and squeeze that right buttocks up and in, and lift the left leg up if you can, if the couch isn't in the way. Good. And kick out through that left heel. Squeeze that right hip up and in. We're tightening our buttocks, strengthening those muscles that are essential to get us out of back pain. And then lower the left foot. Bring the left hand to the mat and go ahead and come back to all fours. Take a breath. Now kick your left foot off the mat and reach your right leg back. I'll give you the side view of this. Left foot off, right leg comes back. You want one straight line. Left hand, left foot, left knee, right foot. And then squeeze the left hip up and in, reach the right arm up. Gaze up towards that right hand. Squeezing, again, that left hip up and in, nice and tight, strong belly. Option to stay there or lift the right hip, heel off the ground. One straight line. Don't lift that heel up higher than your hip. That'll throw you off balance. Spread through your arms. And nice deep breaths here. Lower the foot, lower the hand, back to all fours. Great. Come down to lay on your belly. Separate your arms and legs. Turn your cheek to one side. Take a breath. And just noticing how your body's feeling after the standing postures. Turn your head to the other side. Take another nice deep breath in and out. Feel your body relaxing on the mat. Okay, we're going to do a few back bends. So next, bring your legs together. Just slide up a little bit here. And I think I need to move my dog a little. You're not going to be able to see. You're a good boy. Stay right there. Slide. You're good. You're good. You're a good boy. He's so good. Okay, legs together. And then bring the arms underneath the body. Hook the thumbs. Gentlemen, you might like to make fist. Try to get your elbows underneath. If you've had recent abdominal surgery, then don't tuck the arms. Or if you just had a big dinner, don't do that. Then just have the hands down by the sides with the palms down. Okay? Otherwise, arms underneath, elbows underneath, and the forehead or the chin can come to the ground depending on comfort. I prefer my forehead. Reach the right leg longer than the left. Try to touch the wall behind you, and then lift the right leg up. And focus your awareness on the right side of the lower back as you breathe deeply here. Reach, lengthen, and lift up. And reach, lengthen, and lower down. Take a breath. Adjust your head or your arms if you need to. And now lengthen your left leg. Keep it long. Imagine you're reaching your thigh out of your hip socket, down through your toes, and lift that left leg up. Area of awareness is on the left side of the lower back. Try not to topple into the right side. Keep lengthening and lifting. Lengthen, lift, and lower. Separate the arms and the legs. Turn your cheek to one side. Take a breath. And exhale, relax, and let go. We're going to do that once again. So I'm going to give you an option of doing both legs at the same time or single legs. So first, bring your legs together. Bring your arms back under your body. Your forehead or chin to the floor, whichever serves you better. And then if you feel like that was enough for you, if maybe you had some pinching in your lower back, then just repeat the right leg only. Otherwise, lengthen both of your legs back behind you. Grip your buttocks and lift up both of your legs. Lengthen, lift, breathe into the entire lower back. Lengthen, lift, and lower. Take a breath. And we'll do the other side. So if you're doing single legs, then please repeat with your left leg only. Otherwise, lengthen them both back behind you. Squeeze the buttocks and lift up. Keep the forehead or chin on the floor in Shalabhasana, locust pose. Reach back, lift up, lift higher, lift higher, lift higher. Squeeze, tighten, and lift, and lower down. Separate the arms and legs. Turn the cheek to one side. Take a long, deep breath in, and relax. Feel your body pulsating on the floor. And let's go ahead and roll onto our backs. We're going to go ahead and hug those knees and give the knees a little rock from side to side. And then place the feet on the floor. Have the feet fist distance apart. Have the knees directly underneath the ankles. Okay, try not to have the ankles behind the knees or in front of the knees, nor wider than the knees. And then have the hands down by the sides, palms down. Roll your shoulder blades under a little bit so that you're already getting a mild, almost undetectable openness of the chest here. And then exhale, press your lower back to the floor. Tighten the buttocks, lift the hips, lift the lower back, middle back, and upper back. Keep shooting the tailbone towards the back of your knees. Keep that lower back long
And that might mean you don't come up as high as you want to, but it's more important to keep the integrity of the spine than lifting up higher. So keeping that tailbone pointing towards the back of the knees, keep pushing the hips up, the belly, the chest up. And if you'd like, you can interlace the fingers behind your back and squeeze the shoulder blades together, tucking the shoulders underneath you. Keep lengthening that lower back, push down through your feet, push down through your arms and shoulders, and continue to lengthen. Draw your awareness to your thyroid gland. And so while we're squeezing the buttocks and tightening and releasing tension and pressure by squeezing all the tension and pressure out of the gluteus maximus, we're also squeezing that thyroid gland at the base of the throat, sending the blood and lymph upward towards that very essential gland that helps us to manage our immunity, our mood, our metabolism. Sattvadasana, bridge pose. It's one of the most important poses to do for yourself these days, considering that we're most likely sitting too much and we have some immunity stuff going on in the world. So really good for us. And then let's plant the palms, lengthen the spine, lower down your upper, middle, and lower back. Lengthen out one leg at a time. Bring your arms down by your sides. Take a breath. And exhale, relax, and let go. Feel the whole body just dissolving into the mat. And we'll open up the chest and the thyroid gland now. So bring the legs together, turn the palms down, bring the thumb and pointer finger under the thighs. And tuck the chin slightly, engage the navel, push down into the elbows, and push yourself up halfway to sit. And then engage the navel and thrust the chest forward, open the throat, and place the top of the head onto the floor, onto the mat. So that not the forehead, it's the top of the head, or in my case, the back of the top of the head. It's the ideal is to have it on the fontanelle, but my ponytail is on my fontanelle, so that's where it is today, and that's okay. Smile big. You'll increase the stretch through your thyroid gland, and think of someone lifting your sternum, picking it up heavenward, and breathe into the base of your throat. Take full advantage of the lungs being fully open here in Matsyasana, fish pose. Blood and lymph now flowing up towards the brain. And then push into the elbows, engage the navel, sit up halfway, tuck your chin. Now imagine someone's lengthening your spine out of the base of your neck, placing your middle, upper, and your head to the floor. Relax, relax, let everything go limp, deep breath in, and let go. Notice how you're feeling. Inhale, turn your head in one direction. As you exhale, turn your head in the other direction. Repeat that again, inhaling in one direction. Exhale in the other direction. And once again on your own. And then as you inhale, come center, take a deep breath in. Exhale, press the back of your neck into the floor. And release. Bend the knees, place the feet on the floor. Have the feet fist distance apart, the lower back long. And then we're going to place the right ankle on the left thigh. So that you kind of form a number 4. And flex your feet, lift your left leg up. And align that left knee with your left hip socket. Bring your right hand between the keyhole of your thighs. Hold the back of the left knee with both of your hands. If you're very flexible in this way, you could hold the shin. Keep the back of the neck long. Chin is holding an imaginary goose egg between the chin and chest. Don't let the chin point upward. And some people have very tight backs and back injuries need to use a strap here. You can use a strap to make your arms longer. You could also bring your left foot to a wall to support you if you're you don't have a strap and it's still very intense for you to be in this posture. So continue to breathe here. As you inhale, feel that the hips are broadening. And as you exhale, feel that you're bringing your legs in closer towards you. Take one more round of breath here on your exhale. Draw the knee in a little more. And then place the left foot on the floor and the right foot. We'll take another deep breath in here. And exhale, let go. Place your left ankle on your right thigh. Flex both of your feet as you lift your right knee up. Right knee in alignment with the hip socket. Bring your left hand between your thighs and hold the back of your right knee or your shin. Back of the neck is long. Shin is holding an imaginary goose egg and feet are flexed. We're breathing in through the hips and exhaling, relaxing into the pose, pulling the legs in closer to us. Again, that modification for anybody that might need it, you could put your foot on your couch or your wall so that you don't have to work so hard. If you have a knee injury or maybe you've had hip surgery that it's not allowing you to rotate your hips open like this. So this is for our glutes and wonderful pose for sciatica. Take one more deep breath in here and out. Draw the legs in a little even more. And go ahead and lower your right foot, lower your left, and then lengthen out your legs. Relax your arms down by your sides. Take a deep breath in and let go. Relax. All right, let's do a little something to open up our groin. So bring the knees up to the chest and we're going to rock the knees from left to right. And then begin to open the knees as wide as you can towards your armpits. And now you can hold behind your knees and stack your ankles over your knees, tying the soles of the foot up towards the ceiling. If you're very flexible, you could reach up to hold your ankles or your feet. And again, sometimes people like to use a strap here. And you're going to draw the knees towards the floor, flexing the feet. Chin, again, level with the floor. And we'll just take a few breaths here into our hips and groin. Remember, if you have any lower back discomfort, make sure you're pushing the tailbone downward towards the floor. Don't let the tailbone roll upward. Great. And then bring the legs together, hold behind the knees, and we're going to rock ourselves up to sit. You can go ahead and sit on the edge of your blanket. With your legs extended out in front of you. And you're going to
Make sure your spine is nice and long. The navel is engaged. And inhale, reach the arms up. Take a deep breath in. And fold from your hips, lead with your chest, and bring your hands to whatever you can meet. Maybe your shins, maybe the ankles, maybe the feet. Draw the spine long and drop your head. Close your eyes and breathe deeply here in Paschimottanasana, the west stretch pose. The west side of the body is the back body. And we're stretching the back body here. And so when we're dealing with fear, where our nervous system is affected, and that's what causes those feelings of anxiety. So it's really great to stretch out the central nervous system, which runs along the spine and through the hamstrings. So focus your fold on feeling this in your spine, in the back of your thighs, the back of your knees, your hamstring inserts. As you inhale, feel the back of the body growing broader. As you exhale, feel the body sinking towards the legs a little more. Gently let that head hang so the spinal column can decompress. And engage the navel. Deep breath in. Exhale, see if you can come a little deeper. And hook your thumbs, reach up. Exhale out and down. Okay. Let's hug the right knee into the chest and sit up nice and tall. If you have a knee or hip injury and this is as far as you can go, then that's fine. You can keep your knee, your foot where it is. If you want to come a little deeper, you can lift that right foot and bring it across. We're going to hold the bent knee with the left hand and bring the right arm up and back behind you. If the holding with the hand, with the bent knee with the right hand is still easy for you, you can wrap your arm around it and hold it with your elbow. Roll to the front edge of your sits bones. Well, big mistake most people do with this is they collapse in their lower back and start to roll into their tailbone. So stay on the sits bones, engage the navel, lengthen the spine, and begin to turn to your right. Roll your eyes to the right. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to twist a little more. Find your breath. And then inhale, come center, and lengthen out your right leg. Deep breath in, and let go. Exhale, hug your left knee. Sit up nice and tall. And again, your option to keep that left foot out right there, or you can pick up the left foot and bring it outside your right thigh. Keep that left big toe pointed down, grounding into the ground. And sit up tall. Again, don't roll onto the tailbone. Come to the sits bones and hold the bent knee with either your right hand or your elbow. Bring your left hand behind you, near your tailbone. Lengthen the spine. Deep breath in. And exhale, turn your belly, chest, and shoulders to the left. Roll your eyes to the left as well. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes pose. Inhale from center. And go ahead and extend the left leg out. Take a breath and let go. We'll finish off by crossing our legs. Try to cross the legs the opposite way that you had them cross at the beginning. So that usually means the way that it feels weird to you. We typically fold in the same direction again and again. And we're going to bring our hands behind our back. Hold one wrist. It doesn't matter which one. Keep the arms relaxed on the back for this one. Engage the navel, lengthen the spine, deep breath in. And then fold from your hips, guide with your chest, and relax your head. Let your head hang. It doesn't matter if it touches the ground or not, and draw your awareness within. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale. Hold the breath out, sealing in the practice with Yoga Mudra. When you need to inhale, keep your eyes closed and slowly begin to stack one vertebra on top of the next. Only when the shoulders are stacked over the hips do we begin to lift the head, stack the ears over the shoulders, continue to keep the eyes closed. And then continuing to keep the eyes closed, bring the hands to the lap, palms up, thumb and pointer finger pads together to touch. And just be present here for a moment, noticing and feeling the energy moving through the body. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace to you. Okay, we're going to set up for deep relaxation now. So please, if you will be here for about 10 minutes in our deep relaxation pose, so you might want to cover up with blankets and make yourself comfortable. I'll show you how to do that, and I'm going to get some music. So you might like to have a blanket or pillow underneath your head. My pillow. And then you might like to put something underneath your knees to help release your lower back. For this back care class, I highly recommend you using the higher setting. And then make sure your feet are shoulder distance apart as you lay on your back and have some support for your head. And again, if you'd like to cover up with a blanket, you could do that as well. And make any final adjustments you need to make in order to be comfortable and relaxed. And then go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale. Now bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. And imagine the soles of your feet are like two nostrils. You're going to inhale up the soles of your feet, up your legs, up your spine, up your arms, up into your head, to the very top of your head. And imagine there's a pressure valve there at the top of your head, like a pressure cooker. And exhale, let it all go out of the top of your head. Now take another deep breath in, this time through the top of the head, down the neck, down the spine and arms, down the legs, and down into the feet. And like a pressure valve being released, exhale out of the soles of your feet. Feel the body relaxing. Now take another deep breath in through the soles of the feet, up the legs, up the spine and arms, and into the head, way up into the top of the head. And imagine that pressure valve is there again, and it's being removed, and let all the pressure go out of the top of your head. Feel the body relaxing. Let it go. Become aware of the right hand and inhale into the right palm, up the right arm, the whole right side of your body from heel up to head.
Inhale into the whole left side of your body from heel to head. Inhale into the left arm and the left palm. And feel that pressure valve being released out of the left palm as you exhale. Let it all go. Inhale into the left palm this time. Up the left arm, the left side of the body from heel to head, the right side of the body from heel to head. Inhale into the right arm and the right palm and feel that pressure valve being released as you exhale out of the right palm. Let it all go. Now inhale into the back of the body. Inhale deeply, so deeply. You feel the back of the body lifting. Inhale into the front of the body. Feel the front of the body broadening and widening as if the whole body might burst. And imagine a pressure valve is being released off the front of the body as you exhale it up into the sky. Let it go up into the snow clouds. And now inhale into the front of the body. Feel the whole front of the body growing wider and longer and larger. Breathe into the back body. Feel the whole back of the body, most of it lifting up off the floor. It's been so filled with air. It can't take any more air in, and the pressure valve will be released from the back of the body this time as you exhale and melt into the earth mother. Let it go. Feel that whole body relaxing, releasing to the floor. Sense the whole body is relaxed. And notice if there's any part of you that's subtly trying to make the body become more relaxed. See if you can just accept whatever level of relaxation is there. And notice the effortlessness of the breath. Watch it effortlessly come into you and come from you. And once again, notice if there's any part of you that is subtly trying to control, manipulate, or direct the breath. And see if you can just trust that this breath will do what it needs to do on its own. And now begin to notice the mind. Just watch the thoughts. Try not to be opinionated about what's happening. You might be noticing sounds, thoughts, or sensations. Just notice what's happening in the mind without judgment. And once again, notice if there's any part of you, some small part of you, trying to direct the thoughts or choose your thoughts rather than just witness. We have a tendency to want to subtly control things. We want to try to make the body relax because we believe that the body won't relax enough if we don't try to make it happen. Or we try to control the breath and direct it because we're afraid the breath won't work right if we don't do it. We also try to direct our thoughts because we're concerned that we won't have the correct experience. We're afraid we won't have the deepest experience possible if we're not making it happen. Let's see what happens if we can just let it all happen on its own and just hold everything in sacred awareness. Keeping your eyes closed, your awareness within, begin to roll to one side. Take a moment to experience gratitude for yourself, taking this time to practice self-care today. And then come on up to sit. We're going to close with a short breathing practice and meditation. Go ahead and come up to sit on your blanket or your bolster, whatever you have around. Sit right on the edge of your sits bones. Adjust your clothing. And if you'd like, you can put blocks underneath your knees to help your relieve back pain. Make sure you're sitting right on the edge of your sits bones. Your navel is engaged, the spine is long, the shoulders rolled up, back, and down. And we're going to come back to Abhaya Mudra, the Fearlessness Mudra, once again.
So turn the left palm up, rest it on the left lap, and bring your right hand in front of your right shoulder. We're going to do a few rounds of Kapalabhati breath. So just as a reminder, that breath looks and sounds like this. You're pumping the abdomen and the breath is coming out of the nostril. You can refer to my Kapalabhati video if you need further instruction on how to do that. Okay, so we're going to do one round of 30 exhalations, and then we'll go into a short meditation. So sit up tall, close the eyes, exhale completely, inhale a little sip, and begin on my third. Exhale completely, and inhale deeply and deliciously. And as you exhale, bring your awareness into your palms. Now, as you rest your awareness in your palms, let your breath be natural. As you inhale, focus on inhaling through your left palm, up the left arm into your heart center, and then out of your heart center, out of your right arm, out of the right palm. So inhale into the left palm, left arm, and heart center. Exhale from heart center, right arm, right palm. Inhale into the left. Exhale out of the right. Inhale left. And exhale right. And begin to use a mantra, which is a tool for the mind. So as you inhale into the left palm, silently think, whatever comes, comes. And as you exhale out of the right, whatever goes, goes. Inhaling left, whatever comes, comes. Exhaling right, whatever goes, goes. Whatever comes, comes. Whatever goes, goes. Continue that silently on your own for a few moments. It's a wonderful practice for all of us, including me at this time in my life, in all of our lives. So let's bring the palms together at the heart center. We'll close with our peace sloka. You're welcome to listen if you're just learning. So you're going to chant with me, hubby? Okay. So exhale. Inhale, deep breath. Loka samasta Suki no Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Namaste. The divine within me honors the divine within you and knows that we are one. I am you and you are me. So thank you everyone for joining us today. If you're not signed up already for our mailing list, please go visit us at theyogalily.com. That's TheYogaLily.com. And I want to thank all of my paying clients. And for those of you that are non-paying clients, if you'd like to make a donation, and I know that you do, you've already told me that, you can go to theyogalily.com/shop, and there is a link to make a donation there. Please like, share, and comment. You may be helping someone who needs yoga today. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a great night. Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Oh. Yes, it was today in Winter Wonderland.